When it comes to Boston's history, in the era of the American Revolution, certain names and events may come to mind. The Boston Tea Party, Bunker Hill, Paul Revere, John Hancock, just to name a few. In these dominant narratives, patriot heroes are often pitted against the British in an epic arc towards freedom and independence. But what of the real-life experiences of everyday Bostonians living through this pivotal period in American history? The spectrum of life and experiences in Boston during this time goes beyond these prevalent narratives, including Bostonians who remain loyal to the crown, women whose livelihoods depended on selling British imports, and Black men who advocated for the abolition of slavery and pointed out the hypocrisy of America's founding documents. Revolutionary King's Chapel, just like Revolutionary Boston, was far more complex than the cookie-cutter narratives many may be familiar with. So through this series of short videos, we'll share some of the diversity of experience at King's Chapel in the Age of Revolution. In this installment, meet King's Chapel member Jolley Allen. Jolley Allen, alongside his wife Eleanor and children, had a trying experience as loyalists during the American Revolution. Allen was a shopkeeper and merchant, and through newspaper advertisements placed for his business, we're able to learn about the variety of goods he stocked in his shop. This included items ranging from jewelry and indigo, teacups and saucers, fashionable clothing, to several types of tea. However, in the age of the Boston Tea Party, his selling of tea ultimately led to threats of being tarred and feathered. Around this time, his business started to dwindle as he continued to sell British imports and lodge British officials in his home. As tensions rose and hostilities broke out in Boston, Allen began to fear for the safety of his family. When the British troops evacuated Boston in March of 1776, Jolley Allen and his family attempted to flee the area as well. The Allen family, made up of Jolley, Eleanor, and their 7 children, boarded a ship called the Sally, hoping to sail for England. Unfortunately, tragedy hit the Sally. The captain of the ship was lacking experience and managed to hit 2 other ships, cause significant damage to his own, and the crew and passengers ended up in Cape Cod. There, the Allen family was imprisoned and stripped of their personal belongings. During this time, Eleanor unfortunately fell ill and passed away. Jolley later had to leave his children behind for several months after receiving a pass to return to Boston for a court appearance. The following year, Jolley Allen finally reached London, but had to leave his children behind, with family remaining in New England. When he died in 1782, Jolley hoped that he would be able to be reinterred in the tomb he owned beneath King's Chapel after the war, but it is unknown if this ever happened. Jolley Allen's story is recounted in a book published about his experiences, entitled An Account of a Part of the Sufferings and Losses of Jolley Allen, a native of London.